Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? What a build-up here for this college football playoff quarterfinal game. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Before we get this playoff game going, a check with Holly Rubb on the sidelines.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. The Big Ten is so excited based on their previous experience here in the college football playoff. They have won the last 3 national championships, and they want to make it 4. They're talking a lot down on the field. They're making sure that the SEC knows they're here to play. We'll see who's able to have conference dominance here and set the tone early. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Goes in motion before the snap. Back to pass. It's Carr. On the move now. Looking for the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. One of the things about this expanded playoff bracket that fans find so attractive, you're going to get numerous collisions between the two dominant conferences in the sport, the Big Ten and the SEC.
What a treat it is, Chris, because we know these conferences are the deepest and the best conferences in college football. When we get a matchup like this, it's time to just sit back and enjoy it. What a day.
And here's the handoff. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
I just love these playoff environments. It's the first half. You get a first down on a run play, and it feels big. Anytime you move the chains, you can stay on the field offensively. You're trying to build momentum, get the ball down for a score.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. You can just feel it. There's always extra juice when the Big Ten and the SEC collide. The SEC, of course, dominating the championship landscape for more than a decade. But the Big Ten flexing now, Joel, 3 years in a row.
Well, Chris, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And the title is going to go through one of these two conferences. In order for the Big Ten to get to the mountaintop, they had to go through the SEC. And now it's going to be vice versa. Right now, the Big Ten holds the title. The SEC wants it, and they want it back.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Fights off a defender. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Look out, they continue to crank the tempo. Great execution, Joel, early in this playoff game.
Well, Chris, I knew they were going to go fast, but, man, seeing it in person, this is like hyperspeed. And the defense told us they would be ready, but they're not quite ready for this tempo. Chris, this is such a frustrating play for a defense. They do everything right. Coverage unit covers everybody up. There's nowhere to throw the football, and yet this quarterback is able to get loose, use his athleticism, and stay ahead of the chains. He makes the offense right, even when the defense is doing its job.
He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit. Good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down short of that first down marker. Sets up a 4th down and decision time for this coach. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Got an opening here. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Chris, I love the aggressiveness on the first drive, in particular once you cross the 50-yard line. As an offense, why not be aggressive? Get that ball into the end zone, and it pays off with conversion here.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
So getting nothing in 1st down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. And they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and on 3rd down in a goal-to-go situation, I always think about players and not plays. Who are your best guys? What are your best matchups? And how do you get those guys the football in this situation?
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Touchdown, Fighting Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. What a tremendous opening statement for this offense to get the first points on the board, to execute like that, a long drive in this pressurized playoff game.
That's exactly right, Chris, and I've already talked about establishing early momentum and how critical it is in these big games, in these huge environments, and they were able to do that right off the rip. What a great drive and a great series for them. Terrific play calling. I thought the rhythm was solid, the line of scrimmage played well, and here they are with an early score.
They'll run it to the left. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This guy has been one of the best running backs in the country all year long, and Georgia knows all about great running backs. Herschel Walker, Nick Chubb, Todd Gurley, DeAndre Swift, Sony Michel, Noshawn Moreno. This guy is in that lineage, and we'll see if he can lead them to a championship.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Past the 45. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the handoff. 1st down and more. He's still running. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. Oh, what a move. The pickup is 6 yards, so 3rd down and 4 now.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation, and the entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Nice break. Could take it all the way. Now the 40. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They'll test the right side here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Back to throw. It's Carr. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Irish. That's how you finish a play.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Something I'm so impressed with by this defense is their ability to attack the football. Not just the ball carrier, but the football itself. And here they jar it loose, and they're able to recover this fumble moving the other direction.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. He's got a crease. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Second down after that previous play. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. To throw, it's Stockton. Receiver makes the grab. They get the 3rd down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Yeah, this is smart. Get this guy going early. He had almost 1,000 yards receiving out on the outside, and the quarterback told us this week he loves throwing the football to him. If they get him established early, I tell you what, they're going to be tough to beat.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Just flings it out of bounds, and pass rush closing in. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, somebody needs to tell this quarterback that there is a P in the RPO. That's clearly a pass read. He gives it to the back, and they're all over it. The defense was swarming in the backfield for a loss.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Taylor. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. That's a good start for the Bulldogs quarterback. Of course, in Georgia's history, Joel, quarterbacks have not always been asked to go out and win games single-handedly. But this guy, I think he's more than a game manager.
Chris, I think you're exactly right in that. To me, he reminds me a bit more of a Matt Stafford in that he's going to be asked to really attack and throw the football down the field. And if he's able to be efficient, then they're going to have success in this postseason.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Grab down the middle. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Georgia. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for, this offense. We talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now, Joel, getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up. It's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late 2nd quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early 3rd quarter drive.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The full start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. And he drops back in the gun. And the pressure's on. And it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. The Bulldogs use their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in a pistol. Handoff in a single back formation. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Timeout call. That's going to be the second for Georgia. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, but here comes the flag. So hold on, let's check that out. So the grounding call on 3rd down now brings up 4th for this offense. Punt team ready to boot it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. Can he make it? Goes out of bounds. He gets inside the 35, though. The offense gets a chance to start with a short field. To the air, it's Stockton. Off target and incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They could complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Handed off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And now the final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Throws it to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that's not a turnover.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Third down play coming up. QB keeper all the way. Not quite enough for the first down. Going to be 4th down and just inches. go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, that one's picked off. He can go. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there. Suddenly, off the interception, it's 1st and goal for this offense. In the red area, it's Williams. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball at the 3.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love how this defense is flying upfield. Look at them disrupt the timing of this quarterback-oriented run game by getting into the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. This play is stopped before it ever gets started, and it's a loss for this offense because of the aggressive nature of this front 7.
3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll make the tackle, but it'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range.
Well, deciding to run it on 3rd down there, I feel like it's a signal that they're going to go for it on 4th down. You've got to get this ball in the end zone if you can. Best play call available. Quarterback's got to make a decision. I believe that they've got to go for this one.
They keep the kicker on the sidelines. It's 4th down from the 4. They're going for it. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Caught in the end zone. They throw for the score.
That is how you capitalize on great field position. You get aggressive, and you go and you put the ball in the end zone. You can't settle for a field goal at that point. For an offense, you step on the field, and quarterback, you know you got to put that ball in the end zone. They're able to do so. That's a really good job by them, and a solid throw for the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Escapes the ball is loose. The ball rolls out of bounds. It'll end up being a short gain, but no 1st down.
Chris, I can attest to this. As a quarterback, sometimes you're just trying to get out of bounds as quickly as you possibly can, and because of that, you're not thinking about ball security. Here, the ball pops loose, but lucky for him, it just goes out of bounds.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Taylor. Goes out of bounds after a big gain. He's just short of the 45.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early 1st downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. He's running out of time here. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Good scramble by this quarterback. I know it doesn't pick up a ton of yards here, but you're creating a more manageable down and distance, and you're getting down and avoiding the hit. It's a really good job managing the game and managing the hits that you're going to take throughout the game.
He hands it off from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it, and then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Looking for some space. It's Phillips. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Can he get there on the ground? And he's not going to get there, short of the first down. Riggs up fourth.
Chris, I would go for this. Every program uses analytics, and most analytics would tell you in this down and distance, you would go for it in this field position.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, on 4th and 1, you know what's coming, and if the defense is going to give you that option, then just take it. An easy run for a first down.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Looking to pass this time. The pass rush closing in. Escapes the pocket, but cannot make a play, and they sack him. As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense, try to get another series moving forward.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. The Bulldogs answer back with a score of their own.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And he'll set up to throw. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Look out, he's breaking free. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller, is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Carr. Short throw complete to the tight end. And he goes out right near the 45-yard line.
A big tight end who can run after the catch, Chris, that is every quarterback's dream. All you got to do is hit him in stride, and he does the rest. This guy is sensational.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking tackles.
These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Offense getting set. It's second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Carr. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare.
What a huge conversion there, and it really tightens their grip on this game. Aggressive football to go for it there from their head coach, and their team pays it off with a nice conversion.
Leaning on the run game here late. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
This play looked like it was doomed from the start. Great recognition by these linebackers and the defensive linemen. There was really nowhere to go, even if he does catch this little shuffle pass. That's great defense.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
I tell you, you got to play well on 3rd down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on 1st and 2nd. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is 3rd down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on 4th.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. And there's the handoff. Muscles in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The Irish punch back.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You've got 5 guys up front that are just winning.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Stockton. Catch made on the out route.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball's got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered free access, and all you need to do is throw that ball on time, which he does for the completion.
So the mental error there backs him up 5 yards, makes it 2nd down and long. Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
You need a second possession, so you got to go for broke. This ball has got to be thrown aggressively down the field. It needs to get into the end zone quickly.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Here comes the rush. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on 4th down at their own end of the field. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the false start will back him up, sets up a 1st and 15 now. Pounding away with the run game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The timeout now called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. The decision to make here. What are they going to do on this 2nd down? 2nd and long, but you expect another one here to try to lead the clock. And now the running back's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What a great feeling it is. You're on the field, running the clock out, headed towards a victory. This group has been outstanding all day long. Big credit to that offensive line. I feel like they've been good in pass protection, and here showing they can be good in the run game as well.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. Oh, they got him for a sack. That'll bring up fourth down.
Well, these are situations you just hate to be in as an offense. Third and obvious. Everyone knows they're throwing the football. It's very difficult to protect the passer, and ultimately this defense does a great job of getting home and getting the sack, and now they're going to get off the field. This is a terrific series for this defense.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Tries to get it to the running back, but it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Well, they were trying to just end it officially, but I tell you, this one feels very over. There's just not enough time for this offense to go down the field twice to get these scores.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They're back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Very satisfying victory as this team handled their business, expected to win, and managed that layoff. Came out, Joel, didn't look rusty, looked ready for the moment, and they move on.
Chris, I couldn't agree more, and that was what I was most impressed with. We've seen in the history of this playoff, these teams with the long break, they will come out, and they will show some rust, and they won't execute their game plan, but this group did it beautifully here today, and it's certainly a group that is focused on the objective, which is going on to win a national championship. I certainly would not want to play this group in the semifinal.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser begins a long off season, and the winners